I don't know. I haven't really been inspired.
Yeah, I totally get that.
Uh-huh.
Man, I watched this one video,
Oh, it has to have AM and PM on it.
and I keep on getting all these different feeds on YouTube that have to do with that video, and I don't want to watch all that shit. So I keep on clicking, not interested, not interested, not interested, and then they keep putting up ones that are related to it but that are not it. It's really annoying.
I mean, I've never
Excuse me.
before.
You got much snow there, Bob?
Yeah, it's cold. I went to the comic book store. I'm gonna do a video today, and not this, but I'm gonna do a video, and it's on the comic books that I picked up from the comic book store, and it's freaking cold out, man.
Yeah, I haven't really been outside other than just.
You guys are something below,
Alright,
aren't you?
Alright, I will.
No, I'll look right now.
Because we're in the 30s, I think.
Okay, it's -8 Celsius, or else you can call it 18 degrees Fahrenheit.
So
It would be 1-4, wouldn't it?
I was just saying that
That's I call it -8.
that you guys are always lower than us, but we always we always get what you get.
Yeah, all coming down from the north. It's cold.
Okay, I might just start with the game recently.
So
It sounds like they're just a mess.
I also dialed you up because you gotta get this, you know,
The mileage reimbursement bill.
and that way we can actually fight.
One of them says January 2nd, 2018. So
Or do you want me to get
get one of these days. I got all these games, man, from Christmas. I got like 2 of them I haven't even hardly played yet. So.
Or do you want to get them?
Gonna have to wait a bit until I go through some of these games I haven't even played yet.
Right.
All I do is play Fallout. I even got Red Dead Redemption 2, and I've hardly played it because I keep playing Fallout 76 over and over and over and over. I'll roll out of bed. Come downstairs?
Do you want me to get Mortal Kombat, or you to?
I'm not. Mortal Kombat.
I remember that you said you have Mortal Kombat downloaded, though.
Yeah, I got the old one, but there's a new one out now, and 11 just came. I think it's 11? Yeah, 11 just came out. I haven't even looked at it, but
I get the old...
Just give me a bit. I don't play Mortal Kombat hardly at all, so give me a bit, and maybe in a month or so I might consider getting that one game, play against you.
Okay.
Right now, I'm pretty bogged down with games and keep playing that Fallout, and I poke my head out once in a while and play a little Red Dead, and I got this other one called The Forest. And the next thing you know, I'm back to playing Fallout again.
I know you said that you think you can beat me, but
I know I would, because, dude, I've been playing. I mean, I even know there's lots of people can kick my butt. Don't get me wrong, but I grew up on those fighting games, Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat back in the day, where you were playing it on a shitty Nintendo and stuff.
I remember
Super Nintendo.
I remember watching my brothers on Sega Genesis.
Yeah, I had Sega Genesis, Mortal Kombat.
We had all the Sega things. We had Sega CD. You ever have the Sega CD?
No, never had that. I just had the Sega Genesis.
The Sega CD was the thing that was like the add-on.
That's the exact way I went was Sega Genesis, PlayStation 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's exactly how it went for me.
Really? When
I was a kid, I had like an Atari, Nintendo, and Super Nintendo. used to like playing that Punch-Out. That's why I like Nintendo.
You know,
Punch-Out is fun.
you know, my grandma's kind of old school, right? And every time I talk to her, I feel like Marty from Back to the Future. Yeah, all the best stuff comes from Japan. You know what I mean? We get our game consoles. We get. I mean, look around. You know what I'm talking about. But,
I read something about next year, 2020. Supposed to be the PlayStation 5 supposed to come out, and any game. From what I read, it said any games that you have on the PlayStation 4 will work on the PlayStation 5.
they did that for PlayStation 4 for a little while, but then they found that people weren't buying the game. I bet you that's exactly what happens to PlayStation 5 again. It's just gonna be
like. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
It's just gonna be like history repeating itself. You know.
Well, we won't be around unless reincarnation's true, and I hope not. But anyway, you know, like 100 years from now, it'll be just maybe even 200 years. I don't know, but it won't be that much longer. Where there'll be all video games will just be like a virtual reality world that'll be no different than what your living room looks like right now in your bedroom. Just you wouldn't know the difference. And the problem is, you'll see. People will spend most of their lives in the virtual reality world, and they'll just come out to eat and go to work and come back.
Like in Ready Player One.
Oh yeah, there'll be people. I bet you it'll even affect the population in the long run. I'm talking like hundreds of years afterwards, because there'll be so many people that'll have like virtual wives. You know what I mean? Because nobody wants to. You know, it'll happen, and women will do the same thing. Women will have virtual husbands, and it'll get pretty crazy.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you, actually. No ifs, ands, or buts about that.
Yeah.
You've seen that movie then, Ready Player One?
What's that?
Have you seen that movie, Ready Player One?
What's it called?
Ready Player One.
Ready Player One? What the heck's that?
It's the shit.
I never heard of it.
Pardon my French.
Well, you can French all you want, buddy. I'm pretty close to Quebec.
It's about this kid that it's like a modern day Willy Wonka that this guy builds the virtual reality, and like you said, all the businesses and stuff, and they just go virtual. And the world's gone to shit. We all live in stacks of trailer parks. It's actually pretty interesting.
It does sound kind of neat. I'm not just saying that. I like weird shows.
And he has to fight this evil corporation that wants to take it over, because the first person to find these Easter eggs in the game actually get all the money that this guy had, and they get control of the virtual world, which by then, like you said, people, that's people's lives now. You know what I mean? And this kid wants control over that. So, anyway, I gotta actually play the game. I've been sitting here talking to you this whole time. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be a fun video to watch. Sorry.
Sub-Zero.
Oh, did I hit multiplayer? I did. I hit multiplayer. I didn't even take.
Did you by any chance see my R-Team pilot episode?
Yeah, we fought a Cyclops.
No, not that one. That's my R-Files season premiere. I mean, the other one where it has Bucky's intro.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw
Did you
that
see
one.
Bucky's with the Magnum PI background?
Yeah. Yeah, and all the hot women.
Yeah, Bucky liked that. Yeah, the one against the Cyclops was pretty funny. I like that too. Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Hellboy.
can I got an idea for the why? Have you seen Futurama?
Oh yeah, I used to watch. Yeah, I wasn't
Do you know
wasn't a
how?
huge fan of it.
Do
But
you
I've
know
seen
how
probably about 40
Nixon's?
episodes.
Do you know how Nixon's president on there?
Yeah,
How
yeah,
he's
yeah.
how
Yeah, I
he's a
remember that. Now I forgot, but now I remember.
how he's a floating head. Well, that one
Yeah,
R5.
yeah. He's in that jar with a bunch of other people, celebrities. I forgot. Yeah, he reminded me with all
Well,
those other celebrities.
that one R files you did reminded me of that.
Oh, where Rob says he did the right thing and turned the lamp over to Richard Nixon, then he starts babbling on about something, and I'm like,
I was
isn't Richard
I was
Nixon dead?
I was expecting you to have like a thing of Richard Nixon's head, and he says Nixon's back, baby.
You never know what the hell comes up with us. What'll pop up.
You can do that next time. That the head of Richard Nixon actually wants you for some reason. You know.
Yeah, there's always. Yeah, we always have reoccurring. They come popping in here and there. Is always Richard Nixon, and then
Al Gore.
and then for JFK, Rob always calls him JFK Kennedy. Instead of, yeah, I know. My brother-in-law watches these R files. He really likes them, and he thought that was so funny. He was showing people on his phone at work with Rob saying JFK Kennedy, and then people are laughing. They're like,
Sub-Zero.
"What is he, stupid?" And he's like, "Rob." And then my brother-in-law's, "No, they just make this up. He knows the real name. He's just." Part of what Rob says, JFK Kennedy. And Al Gore, lots of Al Gore, too. I don't know what the hell's up with that. Al Gore's always sending Rob out on a mission. Al Gore.
Honestly though, man, it wouldn't surprise me if the government did have like a BPRD or like a Bureau of Extra Paranormal Defense.
Oh, don't think they don't.
Or
don't
something
think they
like
don't.
that. Where
they know that a lot more about stuff flying up in the sky than we do, and that ain't bullshit. They know that something's weird's going on, and you're damn right they got some X-File type people doing stuff. They don't go around like the TV show. They're a little more discreet.
Discreet, yeah. I was just watching that Project Blue Book on the History Channel.
Yeah, my dad asked me the other day if I watched that, and my brother-in-law asked me 2 days ago if I watched that.
Well, I'm
And I
asking
said
you
no.
now.
No, I didn't. But everybody told me it was pretty good. What did you?
Well, I don't.
Did you enjoy
I
it?
don't think the opposite. I don't think. I agree with. I don't think it was just an owl and a meteor. I think that was the official government conclusion, just like it says at the end. But I think
Yeah.
that's even stupider than swamp gas. You know.
Oh, yeah. I remember my dad always making fun of that when I was younger about swamp gas for a joke. Alan Hynek. Dr. Alan Hynek. Yeah, there's some pretty crazy ones where people like seen a UFO as clear as a car driving down the street, and then the government told them that they saw birds in the sky reflecting off the water.
It was
and
birds.
Clouds. Like, just some great big giant bullshit excuse, and people are like, no, we saw a great big spaceship fly by. It's a big difference between that and a flock of seagulls reflecting. Like, I mean, come on. But they just don't. I don't think it's so much today But like back then, man, they were really worried about like panic because they just went through 2 wars, and the next thing you know, these UFOs are showing up hardcore.
Yeah,
Like, you know, and there's nuclear weapons on the scene now.
and Korea
Whole new
was
ballgame.
just forming as a nation. We didn't know what was going to go
Russia
down
owned
with
half the
them.
world.
Hi, Mom.
Crazy times, so.
Welcome home.
Oh, maybe.
Yes.
Hello, Mom.
Mom says hi.
I say hello.
So, anyway, that's
They got a
why.
new feature on. They got a new feature I just noticed on the PlayStation. While we're talking here, it says square button, view text chat.
That's
Oh, I guess that means somebody could be on their phone or something, maybe texting. I don't know. That's weird. I never noticed that before. View text chat. We're not even texting. We're just talking.
no. But
Maybe that's.
I just noticed you can watch your live premieres with your audience, with the other people.
What is that? YouTube?
Yeah,
A
on
YouTube
YouTube.
thing? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking on the PlayStation. It has X enter 0 circle back, and then square says view text chat, and it has a little star, and it says news.
So anyway,
I've never seen that before.
how much of Hellboy have you read? I forgot.
Oh no, I never was into Hellboy. Remember I told you I didn't like the actor too much, except for Quest for Fire?
But
Perlman,
the
and then that one.
I'm not
Outer
talking
Limits.
the movie. I'm talking the comic.
No, I didn't collect this comic. I stopped collecting comics long before Hellboy came out.
So anyway, Hellboy's whole deal is that he's part of the BPRD, the Bureau of Extra Paranormal Defense or whatever.
Yeah, I kind of got a little idea about that he does this and that, but yeah, for some reason it just doesn't do something for me. The story does, the character don't. It was a different character or something different. I don't know, just don't work for me. Can't help it. I don't know.
Yeah, they could be. No, I absolutely agree with you though that they could be hiding. We don't know what they're hiding. Anyway,
No, that's for sure. No, I don't lose sleep over it, but I don't believe everything I'm told either. So like, not everything's the way it seems.
no.
Not everybody's telling the truth.
You watch Stranger Things?
Nope. I watch hardly any TV. Most of my TV is on YouTube, and the only thing the satellite dish is for
Oh
is
yeah,
pretty much Lucky.
that's the thing. You're like me. You watch YouTube or PlayStation.
Yeah, I watch what I want to watch, not what the programming tells me to. Some people are just sit in front of the TV and watch whatever's there. I can't do that.
Yeah, no.
I used to have to do that when there was only 12 channels back when I was a kid. Before all this stuff. Before satellite dishes. And one was French, one was a public broadcast. Out of those 12 channels, I think you could only watch about 8 because there was one in French and one that just had these lines that went down the screen said public broadcasting system, and this other one that was public broadcasting. I don't know what it was. Something it was some free TV show. The only thing I liked on there was Doctor Who. It was Tom Baker. Other than that, they had really bad shows. And telethons. Every single Saturday they had a telethon wanting money to keep the so they could have money for their TV program.
That's PBS from Michigan.
Yeah, PBS, and then if you put a $10 pledge in, they'll give you like a handbag.
Yeah, now they offer like movies and.
Oh, do they?
And
yeah, I
the
remember
big time YouTubers have gotten employed by them.
Oh wow!
One of the
It used to be Channel 4 down. down here. Channel
Yeah,
4.
one of the.
God, they had shitty shows on there besides
Superman.
Doctor Who. They used to have like the Edison twins and
What's the Edison twins?
oh my God. It was this brother and sister that were twins, and then they had another brother called Paul that wasn't a twin, their little brother, and then they went around and solved like all these crime cases, and they were only
Fighters
like
approaching Arkham Asylum.
17, 18 years old, and like I said, this is back in the day where I'm a kid and there's nothing else on TV because everything's like news, and then the only thing you can watch is Channel 4 because it has like a couple shitty cartoons, and then
Superman.
Doctor Who, and then the Edison twins. I'll show you. Hold
You're
on.
not the only
I'll
one who
let you
lost
respond.
people.
Begin.
They even had crappy theme songs.
So,
Here we go. Here we go. Listen to this. I gotta go make a tea. I'll put this on over here. God, let's kill it.
They got somebody new to show where it just yeah. Exit number 117.
the Edison twins. If the theme song is any indication, that show. Matt was kicking my ass today,
That's what I
man.
call justice.
We had a couple good games,
I'll
though.
never stop fighting.
I won.
Need a vacation.
Nope.
Starfire wins.
Starfire's pretty powerful, though. What?
I hit Superman. Isn't Superman powerful?
Yeah, Superman's okay. Matt, will you make me some tea? Strawberry, please.
It's raspberry.
Raspberry, whatever. You both knew what I meant.
Yeah.
I can tell you about them. I need your signature again.
What do you think of that one?
Yeah. Signature. Right on. Okay, Cryptic, you there?
No, I gotta go pee. Did you add that other player, Bob?
Yeah.
Send in a friend request? Did Bucky ever respond or no?
No, Bucky never responded, and he didn't respond to Cryptic either.
Okay. So you don't feel like...
But like I said, if he is watching this on YouTube, by all means,
Respond.
let us know. Respond. You know?
Yeah.
Did we get it right? Yeah. Anyway.
Begin.
What is it?
It's flashlights for granted.
Is it still on?
Your level is low.
Ready to quit yet?
He's back.
I'm back. I looked up there and I was thinking, wonder if Bob left. Had to go for
Stay
supper
out of
or
my
something.
skies.
No.
You have no problem hearing the Innocent Twin?
That show sounds
Yeah,
awesome, man.
Yeah, that's that used to ring through my old house, another town over,
You know,
times a week. I think it was on right before.
you
right
know,
before, or it was right before, or right after Doctor Who.
back then there was 2 PBSs, so they were probably asking for twice the money. Mom and I
No, I
watched.
only got one.
Mom and I, but they still had to ask for twice the money because they had to split it in between the 2. You know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, we only had just the one.
But
I think it was. What was this other show they had on?
Superman wins.
Danny Burgess show. They had a bunch of crazy stuff.
yeah.
And the cartoons were always crappy. Like real low budget
Like-
stuff that your parents would have watched and they wouldn't even have liked. I'm not talking like the cartoons that you and I and everybody else knows. Like these were like weird
Deputy Dog.
ones. There's this one that used to be creepy. Something about a railroad. What the hell was that called?
Yeah.
Thomas the Tank Engine.
There you go. Yeah, take your time, whatever you need to do.
Shining Time Station.
One more.
Man, I have no idea what the hell that was called. But oh, there it is. There it is. Secret Railroad. That was the name of it.
Thanks.
They all had hair that was like stars. But it was like normal hair, but the design was in like stars and stuff, and it was just terrible. Even my
Yeah.
sisters would be like not even wanting to watch it. It was so bad. But there'd be nothing else on. It was that or news, and you don't like news, and you're like 9 years old.
Yeah. News ain't interesting.
Not when you're 9. Well, it's not even interesting now. Alright. Oh yeah, I was gonna watch this ending.
I'm especially the wall flashes like safety cheating from the Cyclops.
Maybe one day.
Richard Nixon
I'm especially the wall flashes and I did battle with the Cyclops and arrested the Cyclops and through the Dodgers, they got crushed to death by it.
Yeah, sorry for eating this pizza. I didn't see the in the bottom of the
Flashes, lying on the piece for the out files,
Yeah.
So there's still
onto the water.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't realize until Bob was, because Bob was debating whether he wanted to. So I told him, and I asked Bob if he wanted another. And I showed him some.
I forgot something. Right back in about 20 seconds.
That's all like, oh.
On the Earth Files.
You're right, Flash. So many reasons.
I liked the one how you put like the BBC at the end. You can bloody watch this if you bloody well want to, or whatever you said. You know what I'm talking about, Cryptic?
Alright, I came back. You know I was gone, right?
I just kept talking. No,
Oh.
I didn't know you were gone.
No, I said I'd be right back. I'll be about 20 seconds.
Dude.
So, whatever you said, I guess I'll agree.
Okay,
He says he likes it better.
It should have been a hint and a half for you, Bob. I wasn't cutting you off when you're talking.
No. It should have been, but it wasn't. Anyway, I was saying that I like I like the ending of how you put the end of like the fake BBC ending. You can watch this after you said.
Yeah, you mean for
the R files.
What was
The R files.
I've done that a couple times, like on the Rob Price's one there where he was Knight Rider.
Yeah.
I did that one with the BBC. I didn't know I did BBC at the end of the R Team. I didn't know that. Where I'm talking. Is that the one where I seen going back to your own bloody programming or something?
Go bloody program? Yeah. Going back there, alright.
I did that. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Here it is. Oh yeah.
See? The fact's alive.
I have to go to the end there. There we are. Then I'll see it.
I never thought would have bloody show you were watching.
Yeah.
That was great.
BBC Scotland.
That was great.
Yeah, when I was talking to Rob there in emails, he really likes that Knight Rider one. I said, I'm not making a Knight Rider now with our files and our team. We don't need friggin' Knight Rider. I mean, there's only so many Bigfoot to fight.
And you can't fight Swamp Thing because then you'd have to. Then you'd run the risk of DC, you know.
Oh, you understand this unless it's on 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Good.
Yeah, Knight Rider.
Forces.
Rob's funny.
Sub-Zero.
He's too funny.
Sub-Zero. Fighters approaching Atlantis.
Maybe I'll start using the
One of these days, I'm gonna go out and spend a couple $100 on some good editing software. It looked great. It looked out.
Why did you seek me out? This realm must prepare for combat. We must prepare ourselves for dark magic.
Begin.
Well, let's say send it to Kate. Remember, she was like, don't worry about the gold
Before Rob gave me the footage we're using for the R team and the R files, he writes, I get an email before this and it says something like, sorry Cryptic Cowboy that I haven't got the video sent to you right away. I'm gonna upload them tonight right now. And then he says, I've been drinking all week. Have a good one. Bye, Rob. He's got some problems with booze because he's not an alcoholic. It's just that he was drunk one night and he got into a fight and then he got charged and then he was part of his thing was he's not allowed to drink for a year and that year is up now. And then he did a bunch of videos how he said he felt better not drinking and so now he's back to drinking. Probably doesn't help any when he watches the R-File video and he sees me with a beer bottle or a can of beer in my hand. Oh, you're like, geez, that looks good.
Like I said, I think I've said this to you, that, you really helped my problem too, that, you know, it's been nice having friends on YouTube. It was kind of lonely out there doing, you know, I did a whole year's worth of videos where I'm not even sure anyone paid attention to them. You know what I mean?
Well, I know how you feel. Yeah, Bucky was the first person I corresponded with on YouTube, but there wasn't very much of it because if it had anything to do with wrestling, he was there every time for a comment, every single time. But if it wasn't wrestling, it did nothing. None of that stuff interested him. Than what I do, which is fair because you know it's the way it goes. Not everybody's interested in everything you do, but he's always there for the wrestling. But then I started watching some of his videos and his wrestling videos, and then he had some Doctor Who ones, and I like Doctor Who. But then he had like a ton of videos and that I wasn't interested in that he did. Just the same way as I have a ton of videos that he's not interested in I did. So we never really had this like chitty chatty bond that I talk like how I talk with you and Rob.
Yeah.
One day I seen of Rob's video.
How's my puppy? How's my puppy pet? Puppy pet? I know I like it somebody does my neck too. Oh yes, oh yes.
That's not funny. Yeah. Yeah.
Who the hell is this? Being serious, eh? So I wanted to watch a few other videos to see if he was like really a threat guy, and then no, he wasn't. And then I started watching these other videos where he's saying that he's homeless and sends him money.
Money.
Yeah.
I can totally see.
So then, I don't know. I said something in one of his videos. Nothing rude. Something funny. He did something funny. I laughed at it, and then right after that, he started saying things about almost all my videos I started doing. And then I said, man, the way you start going on and on about some of your stuff, I said I could friggin' come up with like this really crazy show, you know. Because he already had the badge, but he didn't call himself. He called himself Rob Precious, but he didn't call himself Special Agent. He just called himself Rob Precious. And he said he worked for the, I don't know, DMV or DMU, I don't know, something. But he didn't call himself Special Agent at all. And then I created this. I said, well, let's call yourself Special Agent. You already have the badge. And he's like, yeah. And I go, we'll do it kind of like an X-Files thing, where you're like, go on all these like adventures and fight Bigfoot and giants and go to Mars to stop the aliens from friggin' taking the Earth cows there to a McDonald's.
Yeah.
Turn them into hamburgers and things like that. So, and then we just became more and more friends. And I already told you about you. You commented on one of Bucky's videos that I was watching, and I was like. And I saw you comment another time. And I was like, hey, there's that Bob guy again.
You know who, like...
Check out your channel. I was like, oh, this guy's right into comic books.
You know who likes Doctor Who?
Bucky.
Other than Bucky. My mom.
Oh, yeah?
My mom likes Doctor Who. Or
Nice
she
to
did
watch
until they changed it to a lady doctor.
You know, I used to watch Doctor Who was Tom Baker, and it was like, that was the era. They weren't reruns. They were like, on every week. Tom Baker was awesome. Yeah, if he was an actor today doing Doctor Who, boy, he'd save that series.
I like the one with the scarf. I don't even know his name.
I have no... Well, Tom Baker's the guy with the big scarf and the hat and the coat.
I like that guy. Then that's the guy I like too.
He's got like the Bob looking hair. What's that painter's name? Bob what?
Bob Ross.
The guy with the big afro.
Bob Ross.
Yeah, he's got the Bob Ross. Yeah, he's kind of got the Bob Ross hair, kind of, but not that bad. But you gotta remember, it was the 70s. But for some reason, Bob Ross still thinks it's the 70s. But then again, those painters...
Bob Ross is dead now. He died a couple of years ago. Yeah.
Oh.
He's dead.
Well,
He can think it's the 70s all he wants. He's dead.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess he's really high now. Hopefully not low.
He can go back to the 70s all he wants.
Yeah. Yeah, he was, I remember him he was on PBS too, man. He was on that same channel, I was telling you, with Doctor Who and Edison Twins and Bob Ross.
Yeah.
Oh, there's more. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood was on there.
You know he was in the army.
Mr. Rogers?
Not Mr. Rogers.
Bob Ross?
Bob Ross. Bob Ross
No,
was in the army.
No clue.
Yeah.
I didn't know nothing about him much, Bob, other than like I knew he was a painter and he was on that shitty channel, and sometimes I'd like try to find something on TV and then I'd be like, well, the news Bob Ross or go play with my Star Wars figures. I'm gonna go play with my Star Wars figures.
I looked up, I found that out on the Today I Found Out channel on YouTube. That's a really fun channel too. They have one fun fact a day. Did you leave again? Cryptic, you there?
Yeah, I was taking a sip of my tea while you were talking about that channel. One cool fact a day.
Yeah.
No, I'm here.
And the cool fact, they had a whole thing on Bob Ross. That's how I found out that he like never did interviews. He did like one, I think. It's a really low number. May not. maybe like, it couldn't be any more than 5. But, yeah. He was in the army. Yeah.
No, he was a good painter though.
Yeah.
Definitely. Very good painter. He didn't paint the stuff that I like, but he was damn good.
Gonna paint those happy trees, right?
Yeah, there's videos on YouTube where you can hear his brush sounds on the canvas, and it's supposed to be kind of like white noise. It's really soothing, I guess. I don't know. I actually put it on a long time ago and listened to it, and sometimes you get these little chills, like you can feel these little chills when you hear the scraping, like not a bad chill, a good chill, when you feel this, when you hear the scraping on the canvas, but it didn't do anything other than that for me. Other shit makes it sound like, you know, you're just gonna go into, you know, like another world, gonna be like over relaxed. I was like, no, all I got was that kind of like a nice feeling when I could hear the scraping once in a while on the canvas from his brush. That was it.
Cryptic, I felt bad that I had to left Weeby hanging before. That, you know, I said I'd be back, but I never came back later that night.
Oh, that's no big deal. I usually crash. I usually don't stay up too late anyway. I'm kind of like go during the winter time. I usually go to sleep after like a hockey game, and it's no big deal.
I'll tell you what
Actually, to tell you the truth, I forgot until you just mentioned it now.
I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'll be back, and I mean it this time. But I'm gonna do a YouTube video. Watch it. We can talk about it. You know.
Sounds cool. I'm not going anywhere. Got no hockey game on tonight or nothing. Yeah, so just send me an invite. It should be on.
Give it one more fight, though. Or one more of these. We can still talk.
I'm just watching you pick your character.
Who should I be? Asking you. Who should I be?
I'm looking down at your guys. Go up one.
Alright.
Wait, up in the air. Yeah, no, up.
Up.
Like above, yeah. What's that? Yeah, be
Captain
that,
Cold. He sucks.
Yeah, be that gorilla-looking thing.
Alright, no, this guy sucks. Not Robin. Him. He sucks.
Yeah, that gorilla guy.
Alright, Gorilla Grodd. He's a Flash villain.
Big monkey.
Now, you said you want to know more about me. What is it you want to know?
No, I was saying that you should make some videos there, like talking about how you got into comics, and I was saying that those videos you were making about going to the comic shop were pretty cool.
Yeah. I've been trying
That's
to
what
get...
I was just saying, you should sometime just sit down on the couch and talk about what got you into comic books. I think you told me it was your grandmother, wasn't it?
Yep, grandmother.
Oh. Yeah, okay, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that's what you told me.
At a dollar store. Yeah.
That answers my question. I don't know.
At a dollar store. Okay, I'm gonna beat on Aquaman. Because I don't like Aquaman.
Aquaman.
Like Aquaman.
I think he's overrated. You? How do you feel about that?
Don't really care too much about
Not you.
Aquaman or
Not Mom.
Sea Mariner, none of those guys give a shit about them.
Yes.
Never ever read. I don't think I ever once read a Sea Mariner comic.
Say, that's really
Excuse me. Submariner sucks. Sorry, man. I totally just.
I was pretty picky though when I was a kid for characters. You know, like a lot of people would like a lot of the heroes, and I wasn't into the heroes so much. There used to be this one comic I used to collect. You remember the werewolf guy from Marvel?
Yeah, Werewolf by Night.
Yeah, that's it. I used to collect that when I was a kid.
I liked Moon Knight myself.
Yeah. My cousin that lived on the same street as me, he had a whole bunch of them. He used to lend them to me. We used to trade comics for the weekend. Yeah,
Moon Knight.
I remember he lent me that.
And the first Moon Knight I ever picked up was it wasn't a Moon Knight at all. It was him meets Spider-Man for the 20. It was either 25-year or 35-year anniversary back in the 90s.
What store is represented by two red circles? Target, Walmart, Kmart.
That'd be Target.
Yeah, I was the same cousin who used to always collect those What If comic books. Man, he had so many What If.
Yeah.
I never collected them, but I liked reading them when I was over at his house and stuff.
Detective Comics.
No, timsacare.com, District of Columbia.
District of Columbia. She's playing Trivia Crack.
Oh, does he do football?
Yeah, do you do
What sport do you...
No, he's more into hockey. Right, Cryptic? You wouldn't...
Never mind.
For number one,
Hey, who do you want?
hockey, and I don't mind football and I don't mind baseball, but I don't like basketball at all.
Fighters approaching Fortress of
I hate
Solitude.
basketball. I only watch basketball if you paid me. That's the only way. If you gave me NBA tickets for the finals to sit right beside the bench, I'd sell them. I'd have zero interest in going. Zero.
Begin.
Look at the size of that gorilla.
Gorilla God. Okay. Okay, now you've been too naughty, Aquaman. Stupid Aquaman, here's what I think of you. Take some more of that. You don't look a thing like Jason Momoa. Why can't you do other things? You haven't been cool since the Super Friends. You ever watch the Super Friends, Cryptic?
A little bit, but not much.
Well, this guy hasn't been cool since the Super Friends. I mean, I saw Aquaman, and if they had made this Aquaman, the Aquaman you followed, he's gonna do a special move, and he's still not gonna beat me. Isn't that sad? Jason Momoa's Aquaman isn't like this Aquaman, though. This Aquaman's the Aquaman from the late 60s. And I just killed him! Oh no! Okay. I'm shutting down now. And,
Alright.
and I'm doing
Where's the Mekong Delta? South Laos, North Carolina?
Laos.
No, Southern Vietnam.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll probably be on playing Fallout. I'll just pop in when you send me an invite.
I'll be recording a YouTube video though, and you watch, okay?
Yeah. Yeah. Just let me know with an invite.
Okay.
Alright. Adios.
Alright. Shut it down for me.
How do you do that?
The PlayStation. Shut it down. I do a video. I wasn't lying to my friend.
Alright. I think my whole taco salad got ate.
Really?
There was only a little bit left, and then the nurses came back. They had a meeting, and I think they ate the rest of it. Okay, so you want me to shut that down?
Yes. Please. Power down.
How do you want me to shut everything down? With what? This thing isn't even working.
No, with the other one.
This one?
This one.
Well, give it to me.
Here.
What happened to this one? Like died?
Yeah, man, it's not too
This one's not working either. There we go. It wasn't logged in, Bob. I'm sorry, I'm not sure what it's doing.
Mom,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to log back on though.